everybody, I'm Adam Williston, and on this edition of the Package Point of View, we sit down with Matt from the Russian Futurists. We talked about how you go from one man creating music to a full-on performance band, as well as their new album, The Weight's on the Wheels.
So Matt, I did a little research on you before you came in, and when was the move from a solo artist to the group, and why?
I still write and record everything myself, but it was really lonely performing by myself and like just embarrassing and strange. You know, it was like kind of like karaoke up there, and I had some good friends that in the early days kind of helped me out and helped me put together a live band.
What can someone expect when they actually go to one of your live shows?
We try and like stick fairly close to how it sounds on record, but we've got like for the first time ever, we've got a live drummer, we've got a live bassist, and that's stuff we've never had. Like it used to be just four of us at like a board meeting table playing like Casios, and surprise, surprise, it sounded shitty. Yeah, no, we've got it fully fleshed out now. It's great. It's just a lot more punchy, and yeah, the new songs tend to be more like beat driven and stuff, so it really helps out having the live kit and everything and all that goes with it, and a good rhythm section.
So tell me about the Weights on the Wheels.
It's my baby, you know, like I took a long time to do. I did a version at my house and then went down to New York City last summer, re-recorded it, and yeah, I'm super happy with it. It's been a long time coming, and a lot of people are like, where the hell have you been for all this time? But you know, I really think it's worth the wait and worth redoing it when you get like an opportunity like that to not sound really lo-fi.
Is it true that you've recorded these albums in your bedroom? I read that.
Yeah. The first one was in my parents' basement in my like high school bedroom, and all the other ones, yeah, I've all done in my room. And this is the first time I actually stepped in a studio and had like a proper producer and have him kind of have some input into it. Before I was really like a total like control freak about every aspect of it, and yeah, it was great to have someone, like it was a big relief to have someone kind of like be able to offer input, and yeah, it was really good to have just an objective ear on it. So
who influenced you to actually take the leap to make music?
Growing up, I was like a massive hip-hop fan, and I always wanted to like produce beats and stuff like that, and the technology just kind of wasn't around then unless like, you know, you bought like a super expensive sampler. So I sold all my younger and older brother's Star Wars figures, like these like rare ones. I sold them all for a sampler and started producing hip-hop in like when I was like 13, and then it was really fun. I never really considered anything serious, but then it was kind of one of those things where I started like actually trying to write proper songs, and then you get a bit of encouragement and like look out, you're like, well shit, you know, like I can actually do this. And I remember like CBC radio being really into it, and that was just enough for me to be like, okay, I've got to keep doing this while I can. You know?
I've heard a lot of stories about people making the ultimate sacrifice and selling like their baseball card collections in front of it, but that by far is the best thing I've ever heard. He sold his brother's collectible Star Wars
and
set.
they hate it. Like, every Thanksgiving it's like, yeah, if we sold a fucking Star Wars figures, you know, we'd be loaded. And like, yeah, right, man.
You've had a chance to tour around the world. You've been to the UK, you've been to Brazil, you've done all of North America.
Yeah.
Do you get a cachet when you're in foreign countries that you're Canadian and musician?
Like, because I'm doing an interview in Canada, I'm going to say no, but in all honesty, yeah, like, I've always kind of been like, wherever the interest is, I'll go. If that's like Finland or Japan or Italy, whatever, like, I'll go where the interest is. And early on, it wasn't in Canada. Like, it was kind of, you know, it was around 2001, before there was like a lot of like breakout indie Canadian bands. So wherever someone was into it, that's where we'd go. And yeah, I mean, it was great. It really like got us a chance to play to like people that may not have heard it. It was kind of even pre like blogs and stuff like that. So now it's like, it's great that your music spreads so widely, but back then it was such a treat to be able to, you know, have people into it, not in Saskatoon, but in like Seville. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll tell you, touring both those places, there's no comparison.
Thank you to Matt from the Russian Futurists coming down and hanging out with us in our little nook and cranny here. And until next time, wrap it up in style.
Cheers.